Hey, and we're back on BKP. Good morning from downtown Blue Ridge. The shops at Sycamore Crossing down here downtown every Friday morning from 8 to 11. Come on down, say hello, get involved in the conversation, or send me an email, chief@fetchernews.com, chief@fetchernews.com, or 706-889-9700. Our next segment, we're going to be talking trash. That's right. I know. You think I talk trash a lot, right? Like, hey, this is not different than what you usually do. But I'm here with Susan Todd Rocky. I got that correct?
Yeah, you did.
Todd Rocky, Susan Todd Rocky, and Miss Helen Messier Childs.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the two of you have aggressively been working on a litter program in Fannin County since about 2014. You've been up and talked with commissioners many times about it. Susan, tell us a little bit what the trash litter program, Talking Trash This Morning, litter program is that the two of you are working on.
Well, I obviously we saw the litter. Both of us have seen the litter just really accumulate on the roads all over, and we became concerned. And I think we just felt like it was time to do something about it. So I went before the commissioner several times and talked about a program that pulls together, because we've got Rivers Alive, and we've got Trout Unlimited, and we've got the, pick up the litter on the highway, programs. But there's no point person. And that's what we're trying to do, is come to that place where and we're urging the commissioners to become a part of the Keep America Beautiful program, because once you become an affiliate, you can then apply for grants, which will provide money to fund a part-time position, so that there is someone connected with the county who oversees the programs, makes sure that they all happen, and like after Christmas, coordinates the one for the chipper with all the Christmas trees. It's a point person that is needed in order for this to be sustainable and move into the future. The other thing that we have focused on is teaching young people, especially our young children, that litter, you don't want to litter and you want to pick it up. And they get it, because last year we had an essay competition, and the middle schoolers who wrote the most number of essays were phenomenal. They get it. They are inheriting Fannin County. This is their future.
I like that.
And they want it to be better. They want less litter. They want recycling. They want clean water. They want clean air. So that's what it's about. Because and Helen can verify this. When we were all growing up, we remember that commercial from the 1970s.
I was wondering if we were going to go there. Absolutely.
Iron Eyes Cody was the feature in that commercial about trash on the road, as a Native American who starts out paddling down the river, and the garbage starts to come in the water, and then he's standing at the side of the road and people are throwing things out of their car, and he's starting to cry. And it's one of those memorable commercials that impacts most people our age. But somewhere along the line, we stopped teaching that type of, just taking care of our environment. And
I got to agree with you. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I have to agree with you. There's like this space we hit between then and now that I don't really recall any good, memorable campaigns.
We should be rerunning that one. That's the most visual, and it says it all.
Well, point well taken, but the point is, it didn't say anything. It just had a tear, and that was
it.
The visual. The visual
Said
was
1,000
memorable for years to come. So, and let me just say something else. That is something that impacted me personally as a child, because that's my generation or whatever. Not millennials, Lonnie. Go back to sleep. Anyhow, but that impacted me to where today, that campaign, plus my mother, thanks, Mom, that campaign, one alone, is one of the reasons I won't throw nothing out the window. Now, the floorboard of my car, please take a look, because it all goes down there until I find a trash can. But it's not going out the window. What what exactly inspired you to get involved in that? And over here?
I
Tell us.
grew up in Fannin County, and as I grew up in Fannin County, we were inundated with the message, do not throw anything on the roadways. I
Right.
mean, as children, we were taught that in school. It was visually on television all the time.
Absolutely.
I'm probably older than you, so it started a long time ago, and I don't hear that anymore in our community. I know probably hundreds of people in Fannin County that go out every morning and pick up trash all around their coming into their driveways. We're all doing it, and we need an effort that's permanent. We have volunteer efforts, but volunteer efforts burn out. We have so many projects to do. And everybody in Fannin County needs to be aware to teach their children. And we're starting with children because they can teach their parents.
We know this. We're responsible for
Yes.
passing that message on
Correct.
and making them aware of that. That's our responsibility this morning. As to inherit. I like what you said. They get it. They know that they're going to inherit it. What are you doing within the schools? What are some of the things? What did you say the program was? My memory lost me there. Did you
Oh, we had
forget
an
to?
essay. We had an essay
Yeah, we had an
contest
essay.
last
Had an
year.
essay
Yeah,
Right.
last year.
And gave cash awards that people came up with some money to try to incentivize these children to get on it. This year we're having a poster contest, and we just met to judge that, and I'll let Susan go with that one.
Yeah, we had a poster contest, and we got a few posters. We didn't get as many as we might have liked to have had, but it's about starting the momentum and getting everybody on board. And we're continuing to talk to the Chamber of Commerce. We're talking with the commissioners. So it's trying to get everybody to understand that this has got to be a community-wide effort, and working with the schools. And I think that if the teachers weren't so overloaded, maybe with their schedule and all the work that they have to do, we might have gotten more posters from them. I don't know, but we would love for them to be. I have to say that the essay contest was probably more successful in many ways, but the poster that was chosen as the best one is just it's absolutely gorgeous. And we'll be making that announcement next month as to whose poster it is, and we would love for some billboard
Make sure
company.
we know it, okay? Make
I
sure
will.
we know that so we can
I will.
highlight it on FetcherNews.com.
Okay.
And make sure we're aware, keep us in the loop of what you plan to do for next year,
Thank
and
you.
let us help you with that program.
We
Let
would
us
love
be
that.
aware of that,
We
because
would love it.
we're very blessed in the fact that a lot of the school-age children now know who Fetcher News is.
Yes.
So when we're responsible. I just feel we're responsible to make sure that the children, and they get it, but they don't get it unless we bring it to them.
Exactly.
And we're hoping that we can take the poster maybe each year and have the year date on it, the poster that was chosen, and have it in the windows of the businesses in Fannin County, or even a litter bag with that on, the
Yes.
picture on
A
the
takeaway.
bag. Those are things that we will be looking for funding. We're going to try to get this going every year to remind children and everybody in the community. If you've got a sign in every business in town, makes a difference. But we'll be out there.
Well, now before we start, you talked about a program that you're trying to get instituted here that you've talked to the commissioners about. What's the name of that again?
Well, it's actually part of the Keep America Beautiful.
Keep America Beautiful.
Yes, yeah. I actually went and sat down with the woman who runs it out of Rome, Georgia, and then I spoke with the woman that runs it out of Atlanta, and they were so helpful. And it's really, the one thing they kept saying to me was, as Helen said, volunteers. That's not a sustainable program. What you need is a paid position, either preferably within the county, because a lot of things come out of the county in terms of the road work and litter pickup and the sheriff's department having their inmates out. So a point person there. So it's really working towards, and we know this is long-term, but the more we talk about it, the more, outlets like yours talk about it, the more people are aware of it, the more everybody's everybody's gonna go, yes, it's time for us to all work together and make something happen. So, you know, we've come up, I brought a sign that I had seen in Ireland. It was called, the sign was, where litter lies, beauty dies. And I thought that was.
Isn't that a beautiful sound? I mean, interrupt
I
you,
know.
but
Yes, love it.
doesn't it just
Absolutely.
remind you you're in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge?
Absolutely.
The day is starting. I'm sorry, I just
No,
love
no,
everything
no.
about it. Go ahead. I've gotten used to the train. I'm 3 weeks in. Let me ask you a question before we close. I didn't mean to
Okay.
interrupt that.
No, that's okay.
What if people want to volunteer, want to find out more information, or get involved, other than to say, just don't throw your trash out, find a trash can? Are there things going on now that people can get involved in or be a part of?
Well, come talk to us. They can contact me online at my email address, which is toddrocky@mindspring.com. So that's TODDRAQUE@mindspring. And I'll be happy to talk to them and see, because, you know, sometimes it helps to have more people get up before the commissioners and more people to say, yes, what can I do to help? To help with the awards to the high school students, the middle school or elementary students. We always need help. If somebody knows someone who has a billboard that isn't being used and is willing to put the, you know, award-winning poster up, please, you know, or to help us print, to put it in the windows of the local
Maybe we
businesses.
can have the winner here on Friday morning. Bring the
On
poster.
a Friday morning,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
would
sure
be
it could
wonderful.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
And the other thing is to encourage the commissioners to join America Beautiful as Fannin County so that we can grant write. Grant writing takes away the onus of having to pay another person in the county to do something. We could hire a young person coming out of school that needs a job.
Right.
Great deal. To
Don't get no
spearhead
ideas,
this.
Lonnie. Stay over there. Ladies, I really enjoyed having you this morning. I appreciate it. Our guest this morning has been Susan Todd Rocky and Helen Messier Childs. We're talking trash. Now, hey, that's me, right? Trash talking, okay? Litter. Hey, you know what? Don't throw it out the window. Throw it in a trash can. FetcherNews.com. We will help, okay?
Thank you.
We need to help. We need to get involved. You need to get involved. And we need to let the next generation know, hey, they're inheriting it and they get it, right?
And we
They
care.
get it.
And we care. I like
we
all
care.
that. I'm your host, BKP. We're at the shops at Sycamore Crossing here. We're at the shops Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge, having a whole lot of fun. You ladies come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Hang
so
out.
much for having us.
Anytime.
Thank
We
you.
talk trash anytime.
Good deal.
That's my number one thing, right, Lonnie? Lonnie, take us to break. We'll be right back. Gonna get Rick Lickard in here. We're gonna go from trash to gun control. How do you do that? Okay, Lonnie, take us to break.